Hi everyone, Dan Baumann here with Chief Experts, and I just wanted to take a few minutes here and talk about the upcoming event we're having in Las Vegas this coming January, from January 15th to the 22nd. This is our third year that we'll be doing this, and each year it gets a little better, it gets more exciting and more fun, and we just get a lot more done. In this picture that you're seeing on this page, you're gonna, these are the people that attended last year's event, and we had a super time. We were in Vegas for a week, a lot of networking. We did a lot of learning, a lot of exploring, looking at the International Builder Show. It was just a great event. And I'd like to talk about a little bit about what's coming up this year because it's a little bit bigger and a little bit better. And I'm really looking forward to it. It should be a lot of fun. So anyway, the event, the third week of January, from January 15th to the 22nd, it's in Las Vegas, and we're renting a house there. And let me just tell you a little bit about the story of what this is all about. First year, I had an idea. Okay, I want to do an event. I want to do some chief architect training. I do a lot of chief architect classes, and rather than just rent a conference room and do classes, everybody goes home. End of story. I thought I'd do something different, like rent a house and let's fill it with our students. We'll do training at the house. We'll go explore the International Builder Show and come back and just do some networking and continued training and on and on and on. And we just had a fabulous time. So the first year was fabulous. It was a smaller house. Last year we did the same house we're going to be in this year. Big house, 11 bedrooms, 9 baths, and we filled it up and just had a great time. So just kind of started out as a crazy idea, and it's just grown into something that's turned out to be actually a good idea. And this year is looking to be even better yet. This year we're going to improve. I'm improving the event with a couple of things. We're going to be much more organized. More options for training, which I'll talk about in a second. We're going to do some intermediate and advanced chief architect training. A lot more focus on networking and the networking was fabulous anyway, but we're going to even work a little bit harder at it and really make it a life-changing event in that networking. We're going to do some online webinars before, and we're going to do some online webinars after the event. More emphasis on planning our time that we spend at the International Builders Show, and we also have a private Facebook group for everybody that shows up for this, so you'll be able to join that. As you scroll down the page here, you're going to see a video that this one has Peter Brown was there at the show, and he'll be there again this year, and he'll be talking a lot about how to do videos, but he does a great job, and he recorded some of the people that were at the show last year have some things to say about what happened. It's a short video, so I take a few minutes. You might find that interesting. Here's the people that will be hosting this event this year. We'll be here to service you. That's me. I'm Dan Baumann, 23-year user, 23-year user of Chief Architect, trainer, designer. I still use it all the time. If you want to click my links, you can find out a little bit more about me. I'll be teaching the advanced class the first 2 days at the show. Anthony St. Martin, a 12-year Chief Architect veteran, is going to be teaching the intermediate course at the house. So he's just really excited about training. Anthony's an awesome teacher. I think you'll have a lot of fun learning from him. Ken Horst is going to be there. He'll be doing a 1-day course on internet marketing, and that'll be a blast. Linda and Avis, my sister and sister-in-law, will be there to take care of you again. Last year they were there. We had a fabulous time. They are amazing cooks. They just amazing entertainers. And I tell you what, if you ask anybody that was there, they'll tell you what a great time Linda and Avis can be as far as taking care of a large group of people. And they do like to play a lot of cards. So if you come to the event, you will be playing some cards. Not gambling cards, fun cards. It really is a good time. Peter Brown will be there again, recording the event. And of course, and he's a great guy. You'll learn a ton about video. So if you want to do some video for your business, come to the show. Peter will tell you all about how to do that. And then, of course, everyone else, all of you that show up to the event, you're not just going to learn from us, but we're all going to learn from each other. And that's the coolest thing about this entire event. So is that you will learn a lot from everybody around you. Imagine, in a house, you're with everybody for the week. You're going to become best of friends. You're going to be surrounded by people that are like-minded. They're chief architect users, they're contractors, designers. This is what they do and they live for. They want to soak up as much knowledge, but the best way to learn is, as you'll see when you get there, is to share your knowledge. And that helps build that camaraderie and knowledge base. Here's a little video that I just shot outside of the International Builder Show last year. Peter put it together. Even if you don't come to our event, get to the Builder Show and get that education in. It's a fabulous show. Plan your time there. Go see all of the new products. Take some of the courses that are there. Do whatever you can to improve yourself for this industry. The more you learn, the better you're going to be at your business, the better you're going to be able to service your clientele, and ultimately the better you're going to serve your family. Okay, because that's what this is really all about. It's making a good living for your family, and you can do that by learning and getting better at what you do. So highly encourage, at least get to the show, even if you don't come there. But be sure to pay attention to what we're doing, because we'd love you to come to our house and visit with us. We will be having an event that you could show up and hang out with us, and we'd love to see you there. The event, here's what's going to happen on each day real quickly. Before the event, I'm going to be holding a couple of live webinars so we can talk about the trip. I can answer any of your questions. We can all chime in, and you'll come to Vegas knowing exactly what's going to happen. There won't be any anxiety because everything will have been clearly laid out for you. So it's really a something I've learned is that it's hard to come to a place and not knowing what's going to go on. We're going to take care of that. You're going to know exactly what's happening there. Then we're also going to spend some time talking about the International Builder Show and talk about how to plan the event, because the Builder Show is such a big show, 1,300 plus vendors, 170 or 50 or whatever thousand, a lot of people, and it's a huge facility. So if you don't plan your event, you're going to wear yourself out, and you end up, it'll be kind of a lousy experience. So we really want you to really focus in on what it is you want to see and learn at the show. Okay, on Friday, January 15th will be our move-in day. We'll be there. We'll be in the house that afternoon, getting set up and getting ready for our classes and to welcome everybody there. If you let us know when you arrive, we're going to come and pick you up at the airport, and we're going to bring you to the house, shuttle you around town. So that's part of your package here. On Saturdays, move in, set up, will be continued. Oh, and by the way, on Friday night, steaks on the grill, and you're going to love these. We had them last year. We're going to do it again. Fabulous. Saturday, continue moving in to our Spanish mansion, and again, we'll pick you up from the airport. You come hang out at the house all day if you want, do some networking, or go out and see the sights around town. So whatever you want to do, you'll be free on that day. We'll have dinner again that night. We'll be meeting in our big room at 7 to 8:30, give or take, and we'll have a bit of a formal discussion about chief architect and some other topics. We'll be doing that every night, and anybody's welcome to come to that. On Sunday will be our chief architect training day one. I'll be teaching the advanced class in the big room, and when I say the big room, if you scroll down here, you'll see a footprint of the house. And here's the big room. We'll have 18 students, and over here's what I call the big table, where 9 students will be at. So I'll be teaching in here the advanced class. Anthony will be teaching the intermediate chief architect class out here, and in between classes and at dinner and all that sort of stuff, which is all included, we'll be commingling between each other, networking, asking questions. If you have questions about chief, believe me, you will get the answers at this event, because that's it. Well, that's what it's all about. On Tuesday and Wednesday, and again, actually, let me back up a little bit. On Sunday night, we did this last year. My sister-in-law Avis cooked sauerkraut and dumplings. Okay, it's a family recipe that's been handed down for years. It's the way it turns out is fabulous. It's big. It's here. Let me scroll down to these pictures. Let me see if I can find it for you. Big dumplings, pork. Actually, this doesn't show it justice, but there's Linda cooking, getting ready to cook some of the pork and sauerkraut. It's a big deal in my family, and it's just a joy for me to be able to share it with you guys. We did it last year. Everybody absolutely loved it. The food is fabulous, I tell you, and that's just one example of the good things you're going to get to eat here. And again, that's all included. So Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to hit the International Builder Show. You kind of be on your own there. Breakfast will be in the morning. In the evening, you're welcome to come back, hang out at the house, or do whatever you want. So it's just like, you're on your own to go explore the city if you want to. Go win some money gambling, if you're lucky, that is. And just enjoy yourself. On Wednesday morning, we will head out to the convention center early. Chief Architect has a user breakfast that I encourage everyone to attend. And it's really a fun event to get to see the president, CEO, and meet all the people of the chief architect company that are at the show. They're wonderful people. They really love to take care of all the chief architect clients that they have. And you get to learn a little bit about what they're all about and what's coming up. And it's just really a fun event. So another little networking event. Plus, they feed you well. You get a very good breakfast. Wednesday night, we'll be back at the house. There will be an open house. So if you're in Vegas for the Builder Show, we'll we'll put out some information about this before the event. Just an open house at the show. We'd love you to come over and say hi. We'll have free food, free drinks, and you'll be good to go. So just come hang out. And last year we did it, and we just had a fabulous time. On Thursday, I'll be teaching the Design Build Pro Academy. We're going to spend the day discussing how to make more money in your design business. Okay, whether you're a designer or a contractor, they kind of go hand in hand. And this has been a passion of mine to want to teach for a long time. And I'm finally putting the classes together on this. This day alone will net you big gains selling your design services. And as an example, Kevin, who's going to be at the show again this year, he's been using the advice, and he changed the way he sold his processes this year, and he did well over. He told me well over $25,000 more than he normally does in selling his design services, just based on some event from some information from last year's event. So for me, that's a really big win. That's really exciting, and that's what I'm really hoping to pass on to you guys. We've got some great content coming, and then my buddy Ken will be teaching internet marketing course in the other room on the big table. Uh, he's a master at internet marketing, and you will learn so much in this day of training from him about simple things that you can do to get noticed online. So he'll do a great job. You'll really enjoy that. Um, so that'll be our Thursday. Thursday evening will be kind of whatever you want to do. Last year, some people went out for dinner. Some people just hung out. Some people went and saw the town, so it's kind of whatever you want to do. And then Friday, we have to be out of the house by about 11, so we'll be cleaning up and checking out. Hugs goodbye, and afterwards, every other week for 2 months, so 4 classes, we're going to do 4 live webinars. Okay, we're going to get any of your questions answered that you didn't get at the show or at the house. We're going to dig into some other topics that we can get into. Plus, we'll get a chance to talk to each other a little bit more. And you'll also be added to our private Facebook group so that you can stay in touch with each other. So that's what that's all about. You'll be staying at a property called the Spanish Mansion. And if you click here next to the picture, you can go and find out a little bit more about the property. It's a very nice house in a very nice neighborhood. It's a fenced-in private yard. They've actually got some 3 golf greens on it, so we can play a little golf right on the yard. It's really kind of a neat little escape because we're really all by ourselves. But from the front door right here, the cool thing about it is, actually there's 2 front doors. If you look over here, you can see the MGM Hotel. Okay, we're about 5 miles away, but it shows up clear as day. So we're really close to the strip. It's easy to get around, and again, we will shuttle you around. So here's the layout of the house. It's 11 bedrooms. There's 10 bedrooms that are available for guests, and so as you can see, if it doesn't say sold on it, that means it's still available. I will update this picture as quick as I can. And then these are the number of seats that will be remaining in our courses that we'll be teaching. If you stay with us at the Spanish Mansion, you're going to get a private or shared room for the entire week. You'll get the 2-day Chief Advanced or Intermediate course. You get to choose. You get 1 day of the Design Build Pro Academy or the Internet Marketing course. Again, you get to choose. All the home cooked food you can possibly eat, plus the beverages, transportation around town as best we can. I mean, we'll have 1 van that will be shuttling everybody around. Last year we did pretty well. We got everybody where they wanted to go, but there's other people there that have cars, so there's some car sharing going on too. You'll be able to attend any of the evening events that we have, Q&A, and again, anybody's welcome to that. Wednesday's networking event, 2 online pre-planning workshops before the event, 4 live online workshops after the event. You get access to our private Facebook group, and that you'll have access forever in that. All the beds are queen size, and look forward to lots of cards and fun. So Here's the rates for the two rooms. If you want a private room for two people, it's $19.95, and that's two people, but only one is included in the class. If you would like to add a second person to the class, it's another $395. Okay, and the all-inclusive package for one person staying in a shared room, and again, a shared room would be the two queen beds. So we have some of those. That's $15.95 per person, and that includes everything above, everything here. Okay. Now, if you don't want to stay at Spanish Mansion with us, that's fine. You're still welcome to attend our classes. Basically, you get everything the same as up above, with the exception of you're not staying in the house. Here's information about the four different classes. Again, we have the Chief Architect Advanced Training class. If you scroll down here, you can find out a little information on that. The individual 2-day course is $645, and that includes the class. Again, everything listed up here, the pre-planning, the after events, access to the Facebook group, and plus you're going to get fed. You can come for breakfast, lunch, and dinner on each of the days that you have class there. That's $645. That's a great value just for that. I mean, heck, the food alone is probably worth that. If you wanted to take the classes on Sunday, Monday, and Thursday, that's $840. So you get your different options for that. So you get the Chief Advanced or the Design Build Academy or Internet Marketing. So hopefully, when as these fill up, we'll make note of what's available up here. So I won't get into all the detail of what we're going to cover, but in the Advanced Chief Architect class, you do need to have a pretty good understanding of the program. You've got to have done some plans with it, use the layouts. Whether or not you have a firm understanding of layers, layer sets, some of that kind of stuff, don't worry too much about that. We're going to get you there in this class. You'll get handouts, there'll be templates. You're going to get a ton of information from this class. The Chief Architect Intermediate Training that Anthony will be teaching. Again, you should have a little bit of knowledge of Chief Architect, at least have worked with it a little bit, but he's going to cover things from like laying out walls, dimensioning, adding windows, doors, cabinets, that kind of stuff. Talk about the structure. And when you're all done, you'll know how to put together a layout page and a set of working documents. You can have basic understanding of layers and layer sets. You'll leave that event knowing how the program functions and what you need to do with it. So Anthony will do a great job of that. On Thursday, I'll be teaching the Design Build Pro Academy. Again, this has been a passion of mine for a long time in teaching a course about how to make more money selling your design services. And that's just something I've found over the years that even as when I was a remodeling contractor, I was a remodeling contractor for 20 years, and only in the last 5 years of my career, I quit doing remodeling in 1996, did I finally start charging for design services and figured out the value of that. And now the last 20 plus years of doing chief architect and working with contractors all over the world and working with designers all over the world and learning how they charge for their services and what they're doing right and what they're doing wrong. I'm bringing that to you guys now. So that's what this is all about, and I intend to build this out in a full-blown course. So this is going to be something I'm just super excited about, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. All right, and then finally Ken will be up with his top internet marketing techniques. This guy, he's a digital marketing wingman. He is fun to work with. So if you ever get the privilege of having Ken work with you on your social media stuff, you'll enjoy every minute of it. In this one-day course, he's going to give you a really good, thorough understanding of social media, of the internet, of some of the things you need to be doing. He's going to give you simple, doable things that you can put into action right away, and that's what's really important. So keep that in mind as you come to the event. Here's a little bit. Here's some of the pictures from the 2015 event. This again is I'll just go through a few of these. This is everybody that was in the classes. Most of them stayed at the house. Some of them just came for the classes. That's my sister Linda. That is me, and I'm Dan. And here's the room that we're in. We have plenty of room for 18 people. It was very comfortable. I have a big 120-inch screen here that worked fabulous. Okay, so we were able to get around and expect a lot of fun and exchange in our advanced class, in all of our classes actually. You're going to learn a lot. And here's everybody sitting around playing with things, talking about ideas, talking business, talking shop. here's, we're just answering questions. That's what it's all about. Having lunch, talking business, talking, just, it was just so much fun. Here's the big table that seats 12 comfortably. There'll be 9 for our event. And again, this was a very common theme in between all the classes. People would be sitting around trying things, and it was really cool. We did watch a little football. It was playoff time. I think Green Bay lost on that one, so that was too bad for them. Here we are down at the show. Here's the chief architect booth down at the show. Chief does a great job. I mean, what a fabulous company. If you come to their booth, it's a huge booth, but they put in these really comfortable seats. And after you've walked around the trade show for a while, you want to take a break. And why not come sit down in there? And they're doing training all day long, so they're helping you with little things and tidbits in Chief Architect. Depending on where you're at with the program, it may or may not be applicable. My buddy Ken, we're out in front of the booth. I was walking around with Kevin. We're just looking at different things. I can still pound a nail in 2 tries. I tied this guy each time only because I missed the nail head once. So I still got it. I still can pound a nail with the best of them. Here we were just walking through. Here's the Chief Architect user breakfast. And here we're down at the show just smiling and having a good time. Again, here's Linda getting ready. Peter is recording a video about how to make sauerkraut and dumplings. Here he's out in the backyard doing some interviews. He was recording some of the class. Here's some friends that were there for our Wednesday evening event. We just had a great time there. And here we are playing some cards. And again, there's no money on the table, but there was a lot of laughs going on when we played cards. We played some fun games, so you'll have a great time. Here again, sitting around chatting, just having a great time. Here's our Wednesday night event. Lots of hugging going on. We had a good time. And there you go. So there's the house booth down there. And there's a few more in here, but please, I welcome you to contact me with any questions that you may have. The bottom of the sheet has a lot of Q&A that you can go through as to what the show's all about. You're more than welcome to pick up the phone and call me. Numbers on here somewhere, I believe. Or it's on my website, chiefexperts.com, all my contact information. In fact, I know I have it listed here a couple of times. In fact, I know I have it listed here down the Q&As. So you can feel free to contact me anytime. Be happy to answer any questions. This is a first come, first served deal. So if you, here's my number right there, and my email. It's first come, first serve. If you are interested, I recommend that you jump on it right away, or at least contact me right away, put a hold on it. I'll work out payments with you if you need to. It's got to be reasonable. I just want you to be part of our group. So it's going to go quickly. All right, enough about that. This got to be a lot longer than I anticipated. I appreciate you taking the extra time to watch this video. I look forward to talking to you in Vegas. Again, if you can't stay at the house, by all means, let us know so we can invite you over to the Wednesday night event. Thank you guys. Dan Baumann here with Chief Experts signing off. You guys take care, and I'll look forward to seeing you in Vegas. Bye now.